What was I? These intergalactic races are not the only ones that we are going to be interacting with in like the next 2 to 5 years. Mostly getting like, I'm seeing 10. In the next decade, things are going to have shifted a lot. Things are going to have changed a lot. There are going to have been, I am seeing several civilian casualties, and that could be because of this war that we are or are not going into. I don't know. The orange man in office is confusing the fuck out of me. But I'm certain that he's confusing the fuck out of a lot of us. But he's doing it on purpose. All of that I have stepped way back from, because it's a distraction from the Lightworker's purpose and soul mission. So if you're a Lightworker, and unless you feel like very deeply connected to what he is doing, what he's saying, and it's not just because you're pissed off at him, but it's because you feel in your heart of hearts that you are here to do something to help actually make this planet a better place instead of what the fuck he's doing, I would suggest to also just step back from all of that. Step back from the media, step back from... Conserve your energy. Conserve your energy is like the main message that I'm getting here. Because Lightworkers, we're gonna have a lot to do in like this next decade. Through this next decade. And for the retired starseeds, you're not. Which is great fucking news. Because whoever here is a retired starseed, we are passing the baton to the collective. That doesn't mean that we completely, like, leave and do our own thing and just, like, fuck off for a while. But kind of, sort of, in a sense, because as a retired starseed, your mission is also to rest, to relax, and to play. To get to play. To not always feel this burden of the weight of the world on your shoulders all the fucking time. Of, I must do this. Like, no, the collective's got it. Put more of your trust, put more of your faith in the collective. In Source and in God, too, of course. Because Source is helping out the collective in their own non-interfering, sort of free will kind of way. It's actually funny how Source is able to get around that whole free will sort of buffer that they gave themselves. Because Source works through all of us. Loophole! So no, it's not like everything that you're manifesting will happen immediately in an instant, unless what you're manifesting is smaller, easier to receive. But Source works through all of us. Everything. All the things. And if it is in your soul mission to receive an inheritance, or to get, like, win the lottery, then it all just comes down to divine timing of when that will be you. And manifestation also comes into that quite a lot, because if you know something is meant to happen for you, and it's not just you being, like, having wishful thinking, if you know that something is meant for you, then it is. Then it is, and there are timeline realities where you do not receive it. However, if you feel that this is meant for you in this timeline and in this reality, then it is. It is. It is so. It will happen. Like, if you really want to know how manifestation works, ask God. Close everything. Close the book. Close your phone. Shut your damn eyes. Sit still for like 10 minutes at least. Set a timer. Be disciplined. Listen to yourself. Let all of the thoughts wash away, and then you will start to actually receive and gain true clarity from your higher self, which your higher self is in connection with source energy. So if you want to get responses from God instead of just always asking or praying, sit with your damn self. The kingdom is within. You don't have to go out and read a book. You can. It's okay if you do. You don't have to go out and watch a video. You can. It's okay if you do. But to receive true, divine, actual clarity about you, your soul life, your soul mission, your soul archives, sit with your damn self. Do it while it's light out. Do it while it's dark out. It doesn't have to be in the morning. It doesn't have to be at night. However, there are the 2 hours of power, which is an hour after you wake up and an hour before you go to sleep. So take that information, how that will help you. But really, it is all about intention. What is your intention with connecting with the soul creator of everything? Because I'm sure if your sole intention to create... Thanks. If your sole intention is to connect with the creator, is just about getting $1 million, you're not going to receive a quick message back. Because guess what? Everyone is asking for $1 million. Do you know how many people are asking just to feel enriched and happy and loved? Still a lot of people, but a lot less. Money has become our main priority on the planet, and that's a problem. Because we don't need money. Money actually needs us in order to have a meaning and in order to have a purpose. We create what has meaning and what does not. So why are we putting all of our strength, all of our hope, all of our worry, all of our fear into this limited resource that has been causing so much more harm than it has been causing of good? Believe me, having money has definitely caused a lot of good in the world when it started out. But we are at this point in history, in time, in existence, where there's feasibly no reason to have physical currency. There is no reason for money to be this inattainable as it is. There are people who are out on the streets who can't get jobs because they don't have a phone. So they should be able to find some other way to get currency. Just because they don't have a phone doesn't mean that they shouldn't have access to money. Or ways to get money. Or the government just pays for everyone to have a phone. Oh no, but the government's $3 trillion in debt. Yeah, they did that to them fucking selves. Okay, I have no remorse to say that every single person in the United States deserves to have at least a phone paid for by the United States. Now, does that mean that they'd be able to bug our shit? Yeah, probably, but they already do. So, What we need is somebody who's actually got their head screwed on right in office, who can't be corrupted, who can't be manipulated, who can't be bought for any amount in the entire fucking world. But so many fucking politicians are incredibly corrupt and can be bought just with like $1 billion. Which $1 billion is... it's really not anything. And I know so there are some people who are like, I could have my whole life fixed if I had $1 billion. Like, no, actually. You could have parts of your life fixed with $1 billion. But be honest, if you had $1 billion dropped on you, would you be able to reliably hold on to it? Or would you be fucking going out, getting yourself the most expensive ass car, getting yourself a mansion, and living out your Bridgerton life? Or would you be smart with the money? Would you keep it? Would you be able to keep it and continue making more while also giving more? And then, of course, there are some people who would get the $1 billion and they would just give it all away. Because they have that kind of soul security in their heart to know that the more that you give to others, the more that you receive back. And it doesn't mean that you receive that money back, but it does mean that you receive that soulful pulse in your heart that is more valuable than anything money can actually buy. So I know that I went off on several tangents with this video, but thank you for sticking with me on this whole journey, and I will see you in the next one. So peace, love you, bye.